I'm assuming we are the red player. Okay. Oh, we're going to give away a rec review after this. So this is 1k elo. So slightly lower. Well, a bit lower than the previous. So we'll be seeing probably a little bit more mistakes in Dark Age. We'll keep an eye on the idle TC because that's a lot more important at this level. It's not as much about strategy. It's more about mechanical skill at this level. So yeah, we will be looking a little bit closer to that. Thinking about the bonuses, Britons do have the faster working shepherds. So you want to be aware of that. And they go through the sheep pretty quickly, so you have to prepare a second sheep a little bit faster. What you can do with your villagers is if you select all of your villagers, you select the sheep as well at the same time. You right-click the dead sheep. This will stack on top of this, and then you shift Q to this, and then your vills don't have to move to go to the goat. You wouldn't do it here because this goat has been taken far away, but that's the most efficient way to do it. So you go like this, right-click the goat, shift Q to this, and then they won't have to move. So, and you definitely want to position your goats directly under the TC as well. This is standing outside the TC. It needs to be just touching these bills. Increases efficiency by 0.03%. No. It's much more than that. I can tell you it's much more than that. The fact that your vills have to move at all is really not very good. It's a lot smoother to have them not have to move at all. Yeah, anyways. Bringing that in. I generally like to take the back wood line, by the way. So, if you have a back wood line, especially by the berries, you can take a wood line here, and you can also have a mill here, and then you just protect one area. And it's in the back of your base. Whereas if you go here, your opponent can put a lot more pressure on it because it's forward. It's a lot easier to attack into that. So, yeah, I generally like the backwood line. I think you missed... Yeah, you missed one of the sheep here as well. So I'm not sure what happened, but you gotta clue into that. And you're gonna run out of res under the TC if you don't bring in your sheep here. It's really important. Okay... Looks like we're suffering from some APM issues. I don't know if you're new to the game or what, but yeah, just making sure to keep the scout moving a little bit and paying attention to the map a bit better so far. So we're gonna speed up just a little bit. You found your sheep there, but you are missing this one sheep that's still over here. Okay. Ooh, unfortunately the elephant went back there. So villagers, they have 4 range with their bow, but elephants only have 3 line of sight. So if you shoot it at max range, the elephant will be out of your line of sight, and it'll just go back if you turn around a little bit faster. So you need to wait just a little bit after shooting the elephant to get it so that you're in its line of sight. 400 hours APM around 22. Yeah, 22 is just... You probably need to make sure that you're using more hotkeys. That's really the main thing. You need to be using hotkeys for pretty much everything. And yeah, it'll just make you a lot faster. Also, your scout, need to be control grouping it. Just make sure that you're control grouping some of your units. Not all the units, but just at least the scout. I don't know if you are, but oh, I guess you can't really control group in here. Oh, here we go. Oh, I found a new hotkey. That's nice. If we want to switch point of views, you go control +1 for player 1. Control +2 for player 2. That's good. Begin a ladder or exclusively coach. I might do like 1 or 2 games later, but I was just going to coach today. It has been 3 hours, but I'm going to do 1 more at least after this. Okay. That's so annoying from blue, isn't it? You just, instead of sending all 3 of them to chase, just send 1 to chase, and you could bring your scout back to deal with that too, but that was some high level micro from blue. Oof. You always hate when you lose that HP here. So barracks. Yeah, the walls are kind of weird as well. You're blocking out the gold, or the stone. I think the house and the barracks should have been in front of the gold here. Would have been a little bit better. Also, in this game, the first villager builds at 100%, and then every additional villager you add to build things only add an additional 33%. So the first villager is basically worth 3 villagers when it comes to building. So you really don't want to have more than 1 villager building things at a time in terms of efficiency. So the reason we use multiple villas to build TCs is that you can create villagers out of the TC, so it ends up being efficient that way. But yeah, generally building stuff, you want to just be building with 1 villager, unless you really need it up faster. Okay. Archery range here. So, generally the idea behind going for archers is that you have the range coming up as soon as you're in feudal age. It's very important. So, what did we do on feudal age? We're up basically here. You kind of forgot the barracks, which is a problem. So, barracks just needed to be up. You make the barracks at 60% up to feudal age, and it's up on time. But since we're making it so late, it's going to be quite a bit later. And that's not necessarily the greatest. Wessex with the gifted sub. Nice. So at this point, you might as well add a second range, because you have this range up so slow. Might as well have a second range, and then you'll be able to have a lot more archers. But unfortunately, you are completely open. You know he's going stable, though, so you saw the stable. So the way to defend against stables when you're super open is make resource walls. So you want to have 2 palisade walls here, 2 palisade walls here. Wall these guys in, wall this guy in. Make sure this is walled, and make sure this is walled. Or you can keep some spears here. One of the two. You can have a spear everywhere, but walling is definitely going to be more consistent. Because eventually you want to be moving forward with your archers, and you need to escort the archers with spears. So the spears will help you initially, but then you need to go forward with the spears and archers and defend with walls. That's sort of what you do. Okay. We need the spear defending her. Oh, that's still open though. Oh, there you go. You see it? Nice. She's still exposed. That's why, like, if you make enough spears to defend every part of your base, you overmade spears. That's why it's like, you kind of want to defend some places with walls, because you don't want to make too many spears, because if he just goes for skirmishers or archer follow-up, your spears are just useless. They just die. Unfortunately, she's on the wrong side. Okay, Town Watch will give you a little bit more vision. I'm surprised that the opponent hasn't attacked yet with his scouts. This is very exposed. You also have a very weak villager here, so generally you want to pay attention. Weak vills should just be on farms around the TC. Okay, so scouts are coming in. You have pretty good archers. Perfect timing to make a blacksmith and get fletching and then go forward. You generally don't want to leave. Oh, there we go. You generally don't want to leave your base until you have fletching on your archers, or at least it's coming in, because it makes them a lot stronger. Well, no, she's going to be on the wrong side. I do like this house wall, though. It is good. You're not walled this side, though. And, of course, the front is open. You can defend that with military, but it is good to have these walls as well. But, of course, you do need to finish this wall. Go down to the stone to the edge. It's a pretty big wall, but you kind of need to against the scouts. Okay, so this is the time to go forward. You have tons of units. Fletching, go forward. And what could you do? Shoot these. Shoot these. Shoot these. You can even shoot these. You can basically do a ton of damage if you just went forward. So, wait. Are you going forward? Oh, that's not where you want to be. You want to be at his base. Not here. Let's go to his base. To his base. This is... Oh, it's almost walled. His scouts are coming, I think. Maybe? His scouts were coming. I don't know what they're doing now. What are they doing? Oh, they're chilling. Chilling. Oh, he missed his timing to go in. Okay. Honestly, you don't even need to be sneaky like this. You just go directly here. You're super close to him. You're trying to be too sneaky, I think. Is this face lift day? Yeah, it seems like Lithuanians has come up, what, 3 times now? It's like 50% of the replay reviews. It's been Lithuanians as the opponent. Okay, these won't really do anything. Okay. Opponent's going to be up. You're going to be up shortly after, but yeah, he is walled. Oh, go. Do something. You know about this wood line, but you don't know if he's on it yet. You're going to reveal yourself, probably. Maybe. Oh, being sneaky. But you won't be able to secure... Oh, wait, what? You turned around. Alright. Well, now he sees you. Alright. You were so stealthy to get to his base, but then you kind of walk next to his buildings, so not the most stealthy in the end. One archer behind the wall, and you're fine. One archer. You're still making spears, though. And you know he's on skirm, so now you really need to not make spears. Okay, wheelbarrow is a bit of a mistake here because you could have gone up to Castle Age. Really important to get at least a decent Castle Age timing, because that's where Britons really shine, is Castle Age. You get extra range on your archers. You have cheaper town centers. So you make 2 town centers. You hit the crossbone upgrade, hit the bodkin upgrade, maybe even get ballistics. Win the game that way. Basically, you kill vills, you make more vills, and then you just win. Alternatively, the spearman could have gone to the outside and maybe dealt with that as well. Okay. So opponent is going to go into knights here, it looks like. Just the bloodline upgrade coming in. Which you can scout that. If you click his guys and he has upgrades, like he has the armor on these, you know he's going to go for cavalry. So you can prepare... Well, you have lots of spears already, but you could prepare more spears. Because you know he's going to be going knights here. Because he has upgrades on his scouts. If he has bloodlines and no 1-1, you can almost assume he's going cav archers. Because then he's getting ranged upgrades, but he also wants bloodlines. So you can get quite a bit of scouting just by checking his upgrades. Walls are coming up, but it's pretty late. These are like panic walls because your opponent's up and you're not up. He's going Elite Skirm first, but he doesn't really have upgrades for them. Well, he might get +2. We'll see. I think that if the Lithuanian player just went full knight spam and came forward, he might be in a good spot. But you will be up. So you'll be okay. Oh, it's open. No. 2 vills building the palisade, as I said, is inefficient. You want to split them. Oh, he didn't go in, though. That's nice. He doesn't even have fletching, so these things do 1 damage per hit. I've never seen an Elite Skirm to do 1 damage per hit to vills. They're pretty bad. Oh, no, the whole... you're fine if you just... Wait, you have lots of archers. You just need to get them all out and together. You have more than enough to defend this. Just with feudal units. It's fine. No need to panic. Maybe even a house here. Okay, you're gonna be up. Upgrades. Upgrades is the first thing you have to do whenever you're up. There we go. And bodkin. No, not armor. We need bodkin. That was a misclick. Bodkin is very important here. Although your opponent also doesn't really have proper upgrades, so it's kind of okay. He doesn't have the final armor, so you're still doing 2 damage per hit, but... Ay. Huh. Okay, that was good for you. You need to add TCs, though. So... You kind of missed any kind of crossbowman timing at this point, but adding TCs is the next step. So 1 TC on the wood is usually pretty good. Or a TC on this gold could be good. It's kind of a little on the wood. And maybe make it a TC here is pretty good. So you just killed your opponent's army. So what I like to say, as soon as you kill the opponent's army, that's the time to go forward. If you let them continue to build up units, then they'll catch back up. But right now, look, he has nothing, basically. So that was your time to go forward after you killed his army. But the longer you wait, the more army he's going to just replenish. And his eco's a bit ahead, just due to idle TC. You also have wheelbarrow, so that's -3 vills as well. Nice TC. I like it. But we do need to have a 3rd TC. As Britons, you get really cheap TCs, wood-wise, so worth it to just get more of them. And if you're just making crossbowmen, then you have extra farms for villager production. Oh, beautiful. These are high-level TCs. Perfect TCs. Oh, and it's actually up. Oh, are you going to realize, though? Almost disastrous timing on that raid by blue. If he was just a bit faster. Oh, but still lost 3 vills to that. Oh, or 4 vills. Okay. But yeah, these units could have killed the opponent if they had just gone forward. Opponent still hasn't expanded TCs. 1 mangonel, not even really that scary. If you just do a little bit of split micro, you just shoot the mangonel, split when it attacks, and then shoot again, and the mangonel is dead. Of course, it can be disastrous if you miss micro, but, well, we all have to miss micro before we learn to micro, so it's kind of how it is. And when you're dealing with these, yeah, you get close, and then you fire. You could have even gotten closer with your guys before firing. It just gives your opponent less time to react. But, wow, okay, you got rid of all the knights. It's because he doesn't have +2 armor. Wow, on the opponent, if he had just spent his resources on knights, he would have 20 knights here, and you'd be dead. But he didn't spend his resources properly, so you're okay. Okay, let's go back to this. And you still have enough units to go across the map and win, because you just killed 3 more knights. And you didn't lose anything for that. So basically, that's another 500 resources that you removed from his army value. Which means you can easily go for it. If he gets this castle up, it's really bad. He should never get this castle up. You'll see it, maybe. You don't want to be too sneaky. Like, just go across the map. Oh, this could be a jackpot for you if he has vills coming forward. Where are his vills? What is this? It's just 1 mangonel, so it's just 1 mangonel. Not too hard to deal with crossbowmen. Oh, here we go. No ballistics, though. Okay, kill the mangonel. No, don't be so scared. Just kill the mangonel. He's gonna get 1 bada boom, but it's fine. Now you kill everything. Everything will die instantly. You just patrol everything in. Okay, I think blue is actually dead now. You just kill everything. That was really good. Maybe he's not dead. But again, you killed his army. What does he have? He has nothing, so keep going. Go here. He has mangonels coming, but still. Reinforcements rally to here so that he can't get it up. So set the reinforcement. Oh, yeah, look at the queues. It looks like you're spending resources, but you're not. So that is, you need to cancel all the crossbowmen. 2-3 more ranges, maybe even some more barracks if you're worried about more knights. Siege Workshop. Siege Workshop here and a ram can deal with this. Too scared at this point. Yeah. Well, it's harder to play crossbowmen. This is the thing. So a lot of lower level players should probably just learn to play knights, because then it's a lot easier to do. And then you can focus on not idling your TC and stuff like that. Build up the fundamentals. Whereas if you're so worried about crossbowmen dying instantly, it's kind of hard to learn how to actually play the game if you're always worried about your crossbowmen dying for no reason. So just playing a lot of scout, or like scout and knight strategy is really smooth and easy. But it's worth it to learn, because it's not really about strategy at this level. It's really about keeping the TC running, having a good vill count, knowing how to expand on the map. You're good with the TC locations, perfect TC locations. They're a little late, but other than that, really good. So let's move on. Let's keep going. Ballistics helps a lot picking these off, but yeah, you just go in, just shoot it. Nice. Easy. You're taking nice fight after nice fight. But having 28 crossbow and queued in 2 ranges is, you gotta deal with that, that's for sure. Using staggered. Yeah, staggered formation is probably okay when moving across the map if the opponent has random mangonels. Just the only thing is that you're more likely to be spotted because your guys are, they are more spread out. Wow, okay, well this is really good. You're gonna be able to go up to Imperial Age. I'd love to see you get a castle here and go up to Imperial Age and start trebbing from, like, or start pushing from here. Unfortunately, this castle is kind of I don't think you can get a castle on this. It's too close to the wood line, I think. This would have been a good hill to get, though. He is going to get this up, because you still don't have ballistics, so you can't hit moving targets. It's a really important upgrade to get. But yeah, it's basically time to go up. And you have university, and you have a siege workshop. You don't have another prerequisite building, so you need a siege workshop or a monastery. Or a castle. Castles count as 2 prerequisites as well, so you either need one of the 3 prerequisites, university, monastery, or siege workshop, or you need a single castle. So it's a special building. A little bit housed. It happens. Are we making houses? We're not making houses, though. Another lumber camp. Okay. Looks like you... Wait. Wait a sec. You queued imp, but it's behind Vills, right? Wait, no. What did you spend your resources on? Oh, wait. Yeah, you can't even go up yet. Wait, what? Oh, you just overqueued a bajillion Vills. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Really need to go imp. Really need to go imp. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oi. No, that's too many mangonels now. Now it's like, oh, not a ram now. Well, I guess you still can do it. Okay, okay, it's fine, it's fine. Opponent has +2 though, so maybe you'll win it. With the pikes tanking here, it is fine. Oh boy. Awkward though. Really awkward fight. Really awkward fight. Oh, you're fine though. It's too bad those aren't mangonels. If those were mangonels, then it's completely fine. Alright, you're fine. But you still haven't clicked up, though. That's the problem. So, getting up to the Imperial Age is very important. Alakwa Siege. Yeah, Siege is hard to use, that's for sure. As we can see, because the opponent lost like 5 mangonels to crossbowmen, so yeah, it's tough. More ranges. All right, that's what Britain's does best. And he is going for tower shields. So, whoa, the lowest elo game is the only game where people know how to use skirmishers properly. So, good on him. He needs to get the final armor potentially, but he doesn't even need it yet because you're not even up. But take a look at this. Now these are going to be hard to kill now. That's for sure. Oh, kill the mangonels. Yep. Get the other mangonel. Other mangonel. Oh. Yeah, he got his trebs out too. Wow, really strong push from Blue. Blue knew what he was doing in early imp. Better than all of the other people today, actually. It felt like. Even though this is 1k elo. He's lacking in other areas, but yeah. Catholic to defend the economy, that's okay, but you have nothing on the front. Okay, so the key here is more production, which you do have, but you're not using them effectively. And yeah, upgrades of course are really important. There we go. At this point, it's kind of hard to say exactly what should be done because the game is never going to be consistent at this level. There can be mistakes. Basically, the meta is completely different because you can rely on your opponent making mistakes at this level, that's for sure. Low elo with good strat is more satisfying to watch than high elo meta slaves. Yeah, true. Okay. Definitely need to have Bracer, though. Bracer is the first thing you pick up. Before you get Arb, even. Because Bracer gives you extra range, whereas Arb just gives you extra attack and HP. Hockey's to select military. Yeah, I think the reason why he didn't have stuff queued in these is because they weren't built yet. It seems like he's using select all military hotkeys, but yeah, they're very important. Okay, there's Yo. Oh, that's Warwolf. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good one. One Warwolf Treb will kill all of his Trebs because it's 100% accuracy. Just need to repair. In these situations where you're being sieged, you want to have Masonry. So Masonry just gives you a little bit more survivability here. Oh, now the Onagers are in. Now it's a little sketchy. Well, you have so much range that it's not really that sketchy. It's kind of fine. But you still don't have Bracer, though. No. That's not a good fight. Run from that. Run from that. Run from that. Ooh. That's a really bad fight. These things are so strong. Yeah, you push them away, but that was not worth it. You do use select all buildings. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. So at this point, it's kind of hard to fight what he has. You usually end up adding in light cavalry as Britons against skirmishers. Because, I mean, Britons, you're going to be up against either siege ram or skirmishers at some point. And you pretty much want to add in light cav to kill those. So, yeah. This castle... Wow, there's 2 neutral golds in the same location. That's crazy. I guess just because you spawn near each other, the generation was kind of strange. This castle's kind of weird, though. Yeah, it protects that area, but... I don't know. I guess it's fine. The opponent could have raiding units coming in, though. Oh, and he's going Winged Hussar, so... Protecting the main base. Your farms are really spread out, though, so it is hard to protect, but... If you make a castle here... Or on the hill and make farms around it, that's usually pretty good. Okay. Well, the Halbs could go in and tank. Looks like you have defensive stance on or something. This is where Britain's is just really good, though, because even if he has a counter unit, you have so much range that it's kind of okay. But, nah, it's still not good, though. Like, look at how tanky these things are. Having 10 pierce armor... One damage per hit. It's these things are on another level. Like, you aren't even killing them. So you really needed to add in probably light cav, and that'll deal with the onagers a little bit better. And you can raid. Pretty good castles by the opponent, though. You can't actually go anywhere without running under a castle. So blue is playing this really well. Oh. Yeah, oh, Warwolf, though. Warwolf, the splash damage on the skirms is a really nice idea. It's really good. Boom, 3 of them down instantly. This is not a sustainable fight for you, though. So that's the problem. Blue knows Imp. Yeah. He knows how to set up his base for the late game, that's for sure. Okay, and we keep just losing castles. Oh, hoardings. Oh, actually, you're going to save this castle. That's good, but you can't just keep fighting skirms with ARBs. It's just not gonna happen. Giving up this area. Oh, wait, are we gonna splash damage those? Oh, it didn't splash. I guess there wasn't enough splash to hit both. Yeah. Now he's just gonna overwhelm because you don't have a counter. Halves were okay if he was gonna go for full cavalry, but he went for the skirm opening, which was so smart. The other Lithuanian players that we saw today weren't doing that when they should have, but this guy has a good strat, good unit comp, and the onagers maybe a little weird. Very rare comp for this elo. Nah, I don't think he's smurfing. Maybe he's at a low point, but Blue's late game is good, but earlier on was kind of yeah, not maybe the greatest. Pretty obvious against Brits, yeah. There we go. Well, at this stage, you're just too far behind to do anything against it. But I think that what you needed to do was add in light cav. Light cavalry was the main issue that you didn't have. So, I don't know when this ends. Probably ends pretty soon. I'm assuming you're gonna give it up pretty soon. You also kept having castles just die. You have to make castles that you can push from and protect. Light cav 100%, yeah. We have a consensus in the chat. 3k gold in the bank. Well, at this point you can't, you kind of dead anyways, so it's whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Once these die, you probably GG, maybe? Not a smurf confirmed, yeah. This guy's late game is good. It's like my late game. My late game's pretty good. I can beat anybody with my late game, but getting there is always a struggle. Always a struggle. There's the light cav, but as we can see, it's like 20 minutes too late, pretty much. And the final armor is really important for these things, too. And the opponent has Winged Hussars, too. But look, we have so many military units, too. Spending a little bit better. Try to get back with light cav. Yeah, but, well, he just has better cav now, too. It was over a while ago, so we're just gonna let it run just to see the statistics here. But you can't really raid him properly because he has really good castles. Okay, GG. Okay, he's quite ahead economically, and yeah, both players are kind of what I expect for 1k elo around this level of APM. But the APM comes by doing more hotkeys and being more comfortable with doing the various things that you need to do. So placing buildings needs to be super, super quickly. Upgrading things, creating units as well. You have to use unit hotkeys. And remember to hold shift to queue 5 things at a time. Those things are very important. So let's see if we can find any spots. Yeah, right here. You're going up to Imp. Yeah, early Imp. Kind of started to fall apart. So this was okay. Like right here. Okay. You push him back. Beautiful. What do we need to do? Not have 49 these queued. If we just get rid of the unnecessary queues, you would have lots of res to do things. So what do you need right now? You need to have Bracer coming in. You can get Chemistry because it takes a really long time. This is, like, unfortunately he did raid at a really good time for him. Bracer, Chemistry, then you get Arb, and then you transition, add in Light Cav if he's still just making skirms. You already know he's got tower shields and armor here, so his skirms are super strong. So you really just need to have Light Cav. And the fact that he opened with so many skirms means that you can justify going Light Cav instead of Halbs. So, yeah, he has some cavalry, but they're not even upgraded. So, he's very far away from just adding a lot of these. And, yeah. So, this was 46 minutes. You added in Light Cav. Yeah, as I said, basically 20 minutes later. So, yeah. I think that'll be it for that one.